7 rules. That's all you were given. No names, no explanations, no second chances. Just a crumpled piece of paper slid under your door at 2 a.m. And at the bottom, handwritten in red ink, break 1, you don't come back. You should have walked away. You didn't. You're broke. Not just struggling a little broke. You're 3 months behind on rent. Your phone's getting cut off tomorrow. You've got $14 and a half-empty box of crackers in your kitchen. So when a stranger hands you an envelope outside a convenience store in Dhaka and says, there's $10,000 inside, read the paper first. You take it. Of course you take it. Inside the envelope, crisp bills. Real. You count them twice. And the paper, 7 rules. Typed, no header, no signature. Rule 1, never ask who we are. Rule 2, never speak about this outside the designated hours. Rule 3, always use the second phone, never your own. Rule 4, if you're given a location, go alone. Rule 5, if someone follows you, walk into a crowd, do not run. Rule 6, you will be tested. You will not know when. Rule 7, if you break a rule, disappear before we do it for you. You read it 3 times. Your hands aren't shaking. They should be. 3 days later, a package arrives. No return address. Inside, a cheap burner phone, black, pre-charged, and 1 contact saved, handler. You wait. At exactly 11 p.m., it buzzes. 1 message, Locker 7, Sadagart Terminal, tomorrow, 8 a.m., come alone. That's it? You don't reply. You weren't told to. You show up. Locker 7 is in the back corner of the ferry terminal. Smells like river water and diesel, people moving everywhere. Nobody looks at you twice. Inside the locker, a sealed folder, a small key, and another envelope. $20,000 this time. You don't open the folder there. You take a rickshaw. You ride for 20 minutes before you even breathe properly. Inside the folder, photographs, a building, a schedule, a name circled in red. You don't know what it means yet, but you're already inside something, and the door behind you just locked. You're sitting in a tea stall in Mirpur. It's been 2 weeks. You've made 3 drops. You don't know what you're carrying. You stopped asking yourself that question after the first one. Then a man sits across from you. You've never seen him before. He smiles, orders tea, starts talking, casually, like an old friend. He asks what you do for work. You almost answer. Then you remember Rule 6. You will be tested. You will not know when. You look him dead in the eyes. Nothing interesting, you say. He nods slowly. The smile doesn't reach his eyes. He leaves without finishing his tea. Your phone buzzes 10 minutes later. 1 word from handler. Good. Your heart's pounding. You sit there for another hour. You passed. But you realize something sitting in that tea stall with a lukewarm cup in your hands. You're being watched constantly. Not just by them, by yourself, because you almost broke. 6 weeks in, you've moved out of your old flat. New place, better area. You told your family you got a logistics job. They believed you because they wanted to. You buy your mother a new phone. She cries. You feel sick for exactly 4 minutes. Then you go back to work. The drops are getting bigger. The locations are getting farther. Last week you were in Chittagong. Before that, Sylhet. Always alone. Always cash. Always the burner. You never open the packages. That's not a rule, but you made it one for yourself. Because some things, once you know them, you can't unknow. Handler starts sending voice notes now. Calm voice. No accent you can place. Always precise. Always short. One night the voice note says, you've been promoted. New rules come with this. Are you ready? You type back. Yes. You don't even pause. That's what scares you later that night when you're lying awake staring at the ceiling. Not the question, the fact that you answered without hesitating. The new rules come in a different format, not paper this time. A meeting, a real one. A car picks you up at midnight from a street corner in Uttara. Tinted windows, no conversation. 40 minutes of driving and you have no idea where you are. A building, a room, a table with 4 people sitting around it. They know your name, your real name. They know where your mother lives. They know your sister's school. They say it calmly, not as a threat. Just so you understand the depth of the relationship, the man at the head of the table slides a new folder across to you. From here, he says, you're not a carrier. He pauses. From here, you're a manager. The money they quote makes your vision blur for a second. You think about Rule 1, never ask who we are. You don't ask, but sitting in that room with those 4 faces watching you, you understand. This isn't a network, it's a machine, and you just became one of its moving parts.
3 months at the new level. You have people below you now, 5 of them, young, hungry, exactly like you were. You train them the way you were trained. You give them the rules. You watch their faces when they read Rule 7 for the first time. You recognize the look. You had it too. The money is extraordinary. You have 2 phones now, the burner and a new one they gave you, encrypted. You never use your personal phone for anything anymore. But something starts happening. Small things. You see a car parked outside your building 3 mornings in a row. Different plates, same car. You start taking different routes every day. You stop going to the same chai shop twice in a week. You catch yourself scanning every room you walk into before you sit down. One of your 5, a kid named Rafiq, 19 years old, nervous energy. He starts asking questions. Too many questions. You warn him once. He doesn't stop. You call handler that night. You tell yourself it was the right move. You tell yourself that for a long time. You don't sleep more than 4 hours at a stretch anymore. That's not insomnia. Handler told you once, the ones who sleep well are the ones who aren't paying attention. You're paying attention to everything. The man at the newspaper stand who never seems to sell any papers, the woman at the pharmacy who always looks up when you walk in, the new contact they assigned you. You've only met him twice, but something is off. You can't name it, you just feel it. You flag it to handler. Handler says, trust the feeling, don't act on it, watch. So you watch, you keep moving, you keep delivering, you keep managing. But at night, in your apartment with the better furniture and the new TV and the quiet that used to feel like success, it feels like a cage that's been very nicely decorated. One night, your sister calls. She's excited. She got a scholarship. She's leaving for university. She says, I don't know how we're affording everything, but thank you. You tell her you love her. You hang up. And for the first time since level 1, you feel the full weight of what you've become. It starts with a name you don't recognize, but handler says it 3 times in one message, which has never happened before. Someone in the network talked. Not one of yours, someone upstream. The machine is bleeding. Within 48 hours, everything shifts. Drop locations change. 2 contacts go dark. Handler's messages become shorter, more urgent. Then one morning, silence. No message, no voice note, nothing. You wait 12 hours. You break pattern for the first time. You go to a location you were only supposed to use for emergencies. There's a note, 1 sentence. They know your face. The rules still apply, especially Rule 7. You stand in that empty corridor with a note in your hand and no exit plan. And you understand, finally, what Rule 7 always meant. It was never a warning. It was a countdown. You have 72 hours, maybe less. You burn both phones. You leave the apartment with 1 bag. You move through the city like smoke, never stopping, never making eye contact, always in crowds. You think about the rules, all 7 of them, and you realize something that twists in your chest like a knife. They were never designed to protect you. They were designed to protect them. Every rule kept you isolated, contained, invisible. Rule 3, the second phone, so you were always traceable. Rule 4, go alone, so there were never witnesses. Rule 6, the tests, so they always knew your breaking point. You were the perfect instrument, right up until you weren't. You find a bus station. You buy a ticket with cash. You pick a city you've never had a single connection to. You sit in the back row and watch the city disappear through the window. Your mother texts your personal phone, the old one, the one you haven't touched in months, haven't heard from you. Are you okay? You stare at it, the one message you're not allowed to send, the one that would lead them straight to her, so you don't reply. That's the rule that breaks you. Not the one on the paper, the one you made yourself. Here's what nobody tells you about worlds like this. There is no final exit scene, no dramatic confrontation, no clean ending. You get off the bus in a city you don't know, you find a room, you pay cash, you sit on the edge of a bed, and you stare at the wall. And somewhere, in another city, in another moment, someone who looks exactly like you 6 months ago is opening an envelope, counting the bills, reading the paper. 7 rules, typed, no header, no signature. And at the bottom, break 1, you don't come back. They're not running. Of course they're not. You didn't either. And the machine keeps moving, with or without you, because it was never about you. It never is. You should have walked away, back at level 1, when it was still just a piece of paper and $14.